Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. It has been precisely 10 seconds since I ended the last video. So, we're going to do this video. And this video is all about optimizations. Okay, so we've got 5K signs per minute sort of running. It's very low at the moment because our stone has fallen over and production science is not happy. Which is fine. I'm not going to worry about that too much. We've got a plan to do a whole bunch of mining later on, which we'll take care of. But for now, what I want to do this episode is I want to fix up, because we haven't really run the science at full speed in the past. And so there's a lot of little things that are going wrong that I want to sort of take care of, like this. Okay, 6 plus 9 plus 10.8 is technically going to be over 22.5, which should produce a full belt, but it's not. You can see that it's not. And the reason it's not is this one is backed up, and for some reason the other two aren't making enough, and so the steel belt is actually a little bit slow. That's the sort of thing that it's very hard to sort of say, well, it should just work. So, I'm not sure exactly why that's happening, but our solution is going to be to have 2 output inserters for every single one. That's just it. Now this does look a little bit jank, so what we could do is this. And that still looks a little bit jank, because I don't like them going into the inserter. So what we could do is that. That's very cool. That's a very cool little thing. Okay, so that's 100% fixed our steel. I added a bit of extra things over here. This one seems to be fine. It's 2 and 2, so one side of the belt per. So that will always be fine. We fixed up the iron last time. If you remember correctly, the problem was that this one was only putting on one side, this one was only putting on the other side. It was a bit weird. It didn't quite work. So we fixed it up and had both of them put on both sides, did a bit of spaghetti, and it's all good. So this is fine. It's kind of fine. Okay. It's kind of fine. There's a little bit of slipping every now and then. Okay, 14, 14, 14, 14. Okay. Be absolutely no slipping whatsoever on this belt. There should be none of it. I mean, we could add some more inserters. Does that fix the slipping problem? I believe we have fixed the slipping problem. And the great thing about this is we're just reusing these builds everywhere. Like Purple Signs, I believe it uses exactly the same build, so we could just copy and paste. Okay. Here, oh, this is actually surprising that we've got some slippage here. Okay. That may not be an output problem though. That's fine. Okay, so we had some slippage because we ran out of coal. We didn't run out of coal, we just need another coal inserter. Okay, that one's easy. That one's easy. Okay. So, let's take a look at this for a couple of minutes. Maybe not a couple of minutes, but we'll have a look at it for a little while. Oh, we just got some slippage again. What the hell? What the hell? We should have enough coal to just last for days. Okay, that's actually, I'm not sure what we do about that, because that is actually backing up on plastic. Okay. I'm not sure why. 3 inserters should be enough, but it seems like maybe we need 5. Because it's a weird situation where it fully backs up, and then it does something weird, and the inserters are like all moving at the same time, and suddenly a little bit of a gap is introduced. So yeah. So we're just gonna put 5 inserters on there. It's overkill, it's completely unnecessary, but for some reason there's a little bit of a glitch. Because yeah, I think what's happening is when the plastic is backed up and this is 0, it doesn't actually insert any coal. It just says, well, I don't need to insert coal. I'm not going to. Which is annoying because it still should insert coal. Having said that, I think the slippage has been fixed. We completely overdid it, but this last inserter makes me a little bit worried because sometimes it sits there with just 1, and I want it to have a full stack so it can completely fill up any slippage. But we added 2 more inserters. So, yeah. So, before I actually forget, let's go over to purple science. Oh no, we backed them. What is going on here? We're out of coal now? We're running low on coal? I guess this is really my only coal deposit. Yeah, everything's bloody falling over in this base. Iron is still okay, copper is still okay, but now coal, I should probably tap another coal one. Okay, what is this? Alright, let me go back to my chemical science. We need 29.8 sulfur per second. So this belt is not meant to be full. Now I have said many times that there's kind of an input-output sort of thing that's supposed to happen where this is consuming 29.8 and this one's producing 29.8, so therefore the belt should be full all the time. And that makes sense to me. I mean, I think about it and it makes sense. So this is backed up, and as long as this is fully backed up at 1%, this will work. Having said that, in practice it doesn't seem to work, and I don't quite understand why. And as a result, we end up with belts that are half empty. Having said that, all of these are running. I'm assuming they're all running. All of our inputs are pretty full. Like that's full, that's kind of full, that's full, that's full. So there was a little bit of slippage before, but we appear to have solved that. So blue science is pretty good. We'll go have a look. We fixed the steel, we fixed the pipes, we fixed the iron, we fixed the green circuits. This is fine. This little build is fine. We kind of fixed this. You're 100% full. You're full, actually, which is a little bit... It's kind of in the plan. I mean, as long as this... If this isn't full and this is full, then we got a problem. But if this is full, then we don't got a problem. It just means that it's been perfectly, perfectly calculated and optimized. So yeah. So we're going to go over to green science. Oh, actually we'll go to red science. Red science is closer. But yeah, we're going to make sure that this is fully 100% optimized. And there's really not much to do here, so it should be fine. Oh, well, this is actually backed up at the moment. Probably because we're not building enough purple science. So I can't actually see. Okay. How much... Oh, we got another one of these bloody builds. I probably don't need to, but I'm going to do this. Just so we can say we've got a little bit more wiggle room, because we've done this a couple of times and it seems like a good idea. That should still be enough to do this. I wish purple science was running full speed, because then we'd have a little bit... Now this is another one of these things where Now, if this was running full speed, potentially this would be a problem, because this is exactly the same as this, where we've got one machine half inserting, and so what you end up with is this backing up, and this one not being able to produce enough. So I'd actually like to fix this. I really would like to fix this. So I'm going to try and fix this here. And we don't need that many beacons, we just need one beacon here. Okay. So we do have limited room, very limited room. I think that's actually pretty solid. So then we need this one to go down there. And then, boom. I know I'm a little bit in the way, but... Oh no, we've screwed this up. We have screwed this up massively. Okay. You need to go over... Why did I screw that up so massively? I do not know. Okay, here's... Can we make that? We can make that, okay. We can actually make that. Okay. So then, we need to move these guys over. So that one goes there. That one goes there. They both get joined. And we need a little bit more space here to do that. Okay. This gets moved over a little bit. Let's put the belts in first. And then we'll see where we stand. Okay. H. Okay, so we still got a spot in the middle there. This guy, we can move over to there. Okay. That's a very fancy little build that we just did, but I like it. And that should 100% be full copper. No matter what. What is going on here? Okay, you are 19 and you are 19. Okay, so they were never going to get to 45. It's just impossible for those two to get to 45. I guess 45. Let me just go to Mr. Factorio Labs and see how much we actually need. For red science. Okay, so we need 59.6 total, which means we need 30 per belt, which means that this is fine. So we have a belt that's partially loaded, but we're not going to produce extra just to make the belt fully loaded. As you can see, the slippage is very minor because it's all backing up in the science anyway. We are sending that out. Obviously, we just did a load there. Yeah, okay, so these guys are fine. These guys are fine. These guys are fine. Mining productivity is continuing to go through the roof. What are we up to at the moment? 47k. So yeah, the science per minute. We did reach 14,000 in the last episode. We did reach a huge amount of 5.4k on these guys. But yeah, purple science. So yes, this one will probably just be a very quick episode. I'm just going to go through. I'm just going to fix up. So we've already fixed this iron up, so we already know how to fix this up, but this needs to be fixed up. This one is fine. This is actually fine, I think. We could do with some more inserters, to be honest. 2 inserters, not really cutting it. We might want to do 3. Again, 2 inserters. Not really cutting it. Might want to do 3. Having said that, for green science, how many of these guys do we need? Again, okay, so we need 60 inserters per second. So each of these needs to be 30. So that should be enough inserters. Again, 2 here, but we only need that much, so that should be fine. Iron, as far as iron is concerned, we do want 120. 120. So that's, each one of these needs to produce 40, which is not quite 45. So we could replace these builds, but you know what? Maybe I just will. Because they're just, I'm looking at them and they're just annoying me right now. We didn't make any of them over there, did we? Okay. Okay. Hold up a sec. Okay, they did have 3 beacons on them. So we'll just put beacons back. And we'll need a little bit of space here to move this guy up a bit. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Actually, I want to move this down one because I don't like this little dog leg. I'm being extremely pedantic here, but whatever. And what we do here is we use that bit of the inserter instead. And then we get rid of this. We send that down there instead. And then you guys go like that. Okay, so there's the iron, done. Gears were already good. Green circuits potentially need one more, but if we move this out, then it's going to get in the way of the beacon, and we don't need a full green. We don't need 2 full green belts, so we're going to be fine here. Yeah, so that's the first 3 sciences. Fully optimized, which obviously we tested blue science pretty good because that was going pretty full speed, but the other 3, okay, what's going on here? This is our only coal depot in the entire base. And how much plastic are we producing for production science? 5 full belts, I believe. Yeah, so mining. I'm not going to do that this base though. This base is just going to be a very this episode is just going to be a very quick run through of fixing up optimizations. And to be honest, I think we've pretty much done all of them. I mean, if we have a look over in purple science, we already optimized this one because we did the same thing over in blue science. This one, we already did that over in blue science. We need to fix up all of these. This one is fine. This rail thing needs work. It desperately needs work. This is terrible. But it's the inputs. We need to get those inputs. Having said that, once we fix up the steel, maybe that'll make it simpler. But yeah, we definitely need to fix that. Actually, maybe that's what I'll go down and do now. This one's fine. All of these big builds are fine. What is wrong here? Why are you so slow? Plastic? That's probably... Oh, look at plastic. Yeah, okay. That's a big problem. Green circuits. It's fine. We already talked about this build. This build is pretty well optimized. Doesn't need any work. That one's fine. That one's fine. Plastic. Okay, we need to go and fix this up. Yeah, we'll go and fix that one up later. And then that one's fine. Okay. All right. So let's go down and work out a proper fix for the rails, because that is 100% slow. It's slow, and look, the buildings are fast enough and the output inserters are fast enough, but we're not getting the inputs into the assemblers at the rate that we need to. The input assemblers are just not fast enough. I'm going to bring some robots down as well, just in case I need more stuff. I shouldn't, because I just went through my and I just loaded everything I needed to load, but yeah. So all of these steel and other things we will optimize off camera. All right. So let's have a bit of an analysis of this guy. Okay. So it just ran out of stone. Just ran out of stone. It just ran out of stone again. Here we go. This guy, we're just having a look. Blah, blah, blah. Going through, doing his thing, doing his thing. That one seems to be okay. Well, that one's at the head of the line, so yeah. So if we go to... This one's doing okay. Some of the resources are... Oh, iron poles. Okay. So it seems like it... Definitely this belt. I got 2 red inserters for the top one. But this one is not good. This one is not good. Now, how do we fix this? That's the interesting question. I don't too much like the idea of spreading it out sideways, because we're already spread out sideways quite a lot. And if I spread it out sideways, I'm going to have to redo all of these belts. Yeah, it's going to be a massive pain in the ass. So how do we do this? Okay. Here's a question. Currently we are producing 15.5 per assembler. If we can get that over 22.5, then we only need 2 assemblers. And what we can do then is we can send a third belt. We can have each of these belts being completely solid, and we can send a third belt down the middle, and then we can squeeze some more inserters on it. But we need to get this guy going really freaking fast. Okay, 5. That's all we needed. So we're going to delete all of this malarkey because we don't need this anymore. So steel goes like this, and then iron poles goes like this, and then stone goes like this. Thank you, autosave. Now we're going to need to extend this belt out a little bit so we can have 3 inserters per side. But yeah, okay. Okay, I was afraid that was going to happen. We've increased to the point where now 2 red inserters is not enough for the steel. I was definitely afraid that was going to happen. We almost want to hit this from all 4 sides, this inserter, this assembler. We almost need to hit it from all 4 sides, which means we need more horizontal. Actually, do we? We got a decent gap in the middle here. We got a very decent gap in the middle here. Okay. Let me see if I can rearrange this a little bit. So we move over 2. And then we move this guy over. 1. Okay. It's going to be tight, but I think we can still fit it in. Okay. So we keep the iron poles where they are. Get rid of these red inserters. Mining productivity up to level 50. Awesome, 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 very awesome. So we're going to have to do some funky stuff with steel here. So we need a belt there. Just there. And then we need... I haven't given this enough room, have I? Haven't given if this... I think maybe we will need to... we will need to space everything out. I think I'm just doing the math in my head. Yeah, I think we're screwed. I think we will need... Or will we? I mean, they can kind of share a steel belt. They can kind of do that. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, so we do this one. And then we do like that. Now that's going to look a little bit ugly. Ugly. And then we do that, so we merge it with the one next to it. Which will be fun. And then this one goes down here and gets used on both sides. And then this one goes over here. And it comes down and it merges with the one over there. To the next one. Okay, so we control X this. Oh, we might be okay. We might be okay. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how we do here. And then this one goes over and simply links in with that. And we actually want this to be a little bit higher. Hopefully that's not going to mess up any other bits and pieces. Oh, we never fixed this one up, did we? Okay. Got one little iron pole just sitting there in the middle. And then, alright, so we're going to have to recopy this over again. Once we've... It's getting all very messy, this build. But soon we will have a single stack that is good, and then we will just mass delete and mass recreate the others. And as long as it's all good, it's all good. What's going on here? Why aren't you... I put those inserters around the wrong way. Okay. Are you good? I think you're good. I think you're filling up this belt nicely. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I haven't seen any problems with these belts so far. So yeah, okay. So you're good. So from about this point down, we delete, and then we simply take this Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, so we get rid of all that. We'll need to recreate that radar again, but that's fine. We got some off-center belts that we need to fix up. That's not a big deal. What is it complaining about now? Did I disconnect a Roboport system somewhere? I don't think I did. Oh, it's complaining here. Is it just me? It's just me. Okay. Get me some Spidertrons over here. Oh, already got some red ones. Okay. Okay. Dumpy, McDumpy. Okay. Well, I do like this. At the very edge, we have a slightly different way of doing things. But that's good. We got full belts. Are you not full for any particular reason? Looks like this steel is being a little bit smashed. That's interesting. Because it's not actually being shared with anything else. I wonder if we're doing this correctly. Technically, because it should only be taking half of this down. And then this belt will be a little bit shaky, but it's only using one rail thing. So hopefully that sorts itself out. I am a little bit worried to see this steel belt being so empty though. But as long as this is only taking half of this belt, then it should be fine. It should be fine. It's a little bit shaky. Okay. All right. So we're going to be very precise here. And I got to remember to replace that radar because we definitely do not want to lose our radar. And don't forget, we are going to, because the steel is still a bit crappy, we haven't completely fixed the steel, then we're still going to see a little bit of problems from that steel being crappy. Okay. Okay. But we can very easily fix up that steel. I feel like that's not an issue. Control X. Move that over there, please. Okay. That's all of it done. Still seeing a few little gaps here and there, but I'm gonna go fix up steel right now. Okay, here's an easy way to do it. So we get rid of blue, and we get rid of express underbounds, and we get rid of bulk inserters. And then I'm gonna do all of these guys. Yeah, the top ones included. Then we go over to Mr. Steel over here and we copy this. Beautiful. And we can send one of the robots up to take care of anything that I missed going down. Okay. So that's definitely a full belt of steel. 100% a full belt of steel, which I'm very happy about. These guys aren't actually going to work all that often, but they are going to do their jobs. We're not going to have any weird states where we don't have a full belt of steel. Okay, so we got a full belt of steel coming down. Stone should be full, assuming the trains don't fall over. Iron bars, iron poles, whatever, it should be full. So now we should be able to see full rails. This steel being split in weird and interesting ways, it relies very heavily on this splitter taking both sides at the same speed. Okay, that's a lot of gaps. Why are there so many gaps? Steel. There's a problem with steel. Okay. The steel belt is being used up. 100%. That's definitely being used up 100%. This is still running out of steel. This one is not running out of steel. It's running out of everything else. Okay, that was weird. Why did it... I mean, we got plenty of... Okay. That's not running out of product there. It was running out of steel, but not out of product. Okay, this one is a little bit concerning. I feel like it's getting the short end of the stick. Okay, let's redo these. Because what I want is I want the first split to have half going directly into the middle. And then the other two splits, which is technically going to be a quarter and a quarter, then goes over and gets merged into the other sides. That's a little bit neater. That's a little bit neater. And it makes a little bit more sense to do it like that. It shouldn't really, but obviously it was having an impact, so we're just going to redo it here. Where is it? Okay, like this. So basically we just do a nice big blueprint so we don't accidentally misalign anything. You could probably just drag it. And that's the beautiful thing, you just drag it, as long as you don't hold down shift, it just automatically puts it down. Okay, something's going wrong here. Oh, we forgot to delete this bit. That's a bit of a problem. Alright. So now, these ones in the middle, still running out of steel every now and then. I don't see how. They should be getting a full half of a belt. Still? Well, how much steel is it? Needs 12.7. Okay, did we do our maths wrong somewhere along the line? This should not need 12.7. Okay, now here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It needs 12.7, but it produces 25.5. So it needs half of what it outputs. So these two produce 45, which means each one is producing 22.5, which means that this one technically needs 11.25 steel per second because it's not running at full speed. So 11.25 is a quarter of a belt. So these should be fine. Now it's working beautifully at the moment because these are backing up, presumably because something is falling over here. Yes. Well, actually, no. No, they're not. Maybe they just restarted again. Maybe we just got a new load of stone and these furnaces just turned on. Having said that, are there some of these machines not running? So that one definitely needs... I mean, with the way that the splitting works, some of these assemblers are going to back up. Yeah, this is a problem with the base stopping and starting. It runs out of resources and then it starts up again. When it starts up again, this belt needs to fill all the way full of the electric furnaces because, of course, we don't have a very fancy 2-to-7 splitter or anything like that. Maybe we should have a 2-to-7 splitter. But then again, if we weren't running out of stone, what happened over here? Oh, is this normal? I can't tell anymore. Maybe we ran out of plastic. Whatever. So, what do we still got to do over here? I wanted to fix up these iron builds. Probably should still fix up those iron builds. And plastic. Let's go over and fix up plastic right now. Not that we need it, because we ain't got plastic here. We're really not. Oh, I actually really squeezed these guys on top of each other. That's not good. We need a little bit more space here. A little bit more space. How many builds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to go 1, 2, 3. And we're basically just going to do exactly the same as we did in blue science. I always mess this up, because when I always move it, I always do the count, and then I don't realize that I actually don't need to move the first one, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, our inventory is very, very, very full. Where are my robots? Okay, the blue ones are closer. Now the red ones are actually as well. Okay, I need to go in, and I need you guys to take all of my inventory. All of the crap that I got in my inventory. Alright. Steel, stone, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Make some room for some more inserters. I already did that one, but I feel like, yeah, there was a little pipe to ground on the ground, which is not where it's supposed to be. Well, it's supposed to be on the ground, but it's not meant to be just a separate little item on the ground. And if I remember correctly, we had to do an insane amount of inserters for these guys. An insane amount. And I know I've said a couple of times that I am going to move purple science to another location to make it better for the mining. H to swap that so it matches up. I'm still going to do that, but I might as well fix this now. And then, so when I move it, it's just fixed. But yeah, that's going to be a job and a half to move this over. What did I do? What did I do? Somehow those got I'm not sure why those got disconnected, but whatever. We just hook them back up and we're all good. Alrighty. So that's plastic done. Plastic is dead, which means the red circuits are dead. These guys are dead because... Oh, the red circuits, okay. Yeah. So iron... Going to be a little bit tricky because it uses a bunch more space. Having said that, let's have a look at the production science pack. So we need 5.7 full belts of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe with the 5.7, we're okay. Because how much do we need? Green circuits need 4.5 and iron pole. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Looking at the wrong thing. What actually needs it? What actually needs iron? So we need 3.4 for green circuits, and we're currently sending 4. We need 2.4. Actually, we need 3.4, and we're sending 3.5. Okay, that's a little bit tight. That's actually quite tight. So I might fix you guys up. But the amount of space, there's not a lot of space here. So what I might do is I might just cut these guys off and we'll move them back to there. Spiderbots, get over here and help me. Get over here and help me. I should probably move this first, but... Yeah, because then this happens when the spiderbots aren't here. I just get tons of crap in my inventory. I did try turning the roboport off once, and it was pretty good, but I just keep turning it on. Okay, we have successfully uncoupled the entire base from power because I do not use redundant power lines. Not that I really need them, but should probably do a few more redundant ones. Just so when I move stuff, the entire base doesn't just shut down. Okay. Little bit of belt spaghetti here. And then what we do is we delete all of that. And then we go over to Mr. Blue Science. And we do our 100% awesome thing. And it doesn't quite line up. But it's close enough. Oh. It's close enough. There we go. 100% full belt of iron going down the pipe. And yeah. We'll obviously verify that this is working, but I mean it's a tested build, so it should be fine. It's interesting, this actually uses 15.7 iron ore per second. And we've got 3 of these running at the moment, so yeah, technically, oh wait a sec, purple's actually requires 7.6 belts of iron ore. Ah, most of them are for steel. Yeah, that's right. Most of them are for steel. Okay. We've kind of backed up a lot of lines. Let's have a look at this line. Okay, are we seeing any little tiny holes in the belt? I am not seeing any. I am totally not seeing any. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that we're not seeing any. Okay, so this is good. This is good. This is good. Let's go down to our rails. I want to see... Oh, there's a gap. There's a gap. Oh my god, we have failed. Well, the gap backed up a little bit, so... How many rails do we need? 13.3 belts. So... yeah. I would love it if it was perfect, but technically it should be perfect. Oh, that was out of iron poles. Why were you out of iron poles? You've got your own bloody thing. Inserter. Please tell me that one inserter is enough. I mean, you know what? We're doing 2 inserters. Screw it. Power is not an issue anymore. Alright? Power is an issue. We are doing 2 inserters. Okay. Did I do that for everything? I did not. I did not do it for steel. Let's do it for steel as well. Let's go completely off the reservation. So we select all of the buildings and beacons so that we can just drag it across. Drag it across. There we go. You have never seen a building rails in such an incredible fashion. I guarantee you. This is absolutely incredible. The amount of input this guy gets. This guy's never... I say it's never going to run out of input, but it just ran out of stone. I suppose these guys are like fighting for stone now like crazy. Like really, really fighting for it. And now they're running out of iron. Maybe because this guy is pulling off the corner of the belt? Or something? I mean, when they run out, you've got like 50 rails. I think it's one of those things where there are enough things on the belt, but when it caps out, the input inserters just stop working. Even if there is space to insert stuff, when the results cap out, the input inserters just stop working. So, yeah. So we're still fine. And we're looking at this. I mean, this is backed up, probably because of electric furnace problems, but yeah. This is... Oh, I just want to lie down and roll around on this belt, because this is incredibly awesome. Yeah, but this has been just a little fix-it-up video, and we have fixed up everything on this base in terms of throughput. So every bit of throughput should be perfect, assuming our inputs keep up. Now, with regards to the inputs, I might want to tweak these settings, like 25K. Technically, we shouldn't need to tweak those. Okay, you're just waiting to load up on the science, aren't you? We shouldn't need to tweak these. They should just be fine. Actually, I wonder if we actually need to go out and do any more. Okay, what the friggin' hell is going on here? Stone is full. Okay, this has got 10K. So we got another train coming through. How much stone can we actually fit in here? I feel like these don't need to be actually constrained anymore. At least not for the stone. Because we might want to put more stone in there. I'm going to do it for the iron as well. I feel like we're kind of solving our lack of ore problem just by researching so many levels of mining productivity. It's just kind of like solving the problem automatically. Maybe I won't actually need to go out and do some mega mining thing. Maybe once I get mining productivity up to like level 100 or level 200, then suddenly all of these stone mines will just be like, hey, we're freaking awesome now. And I can just keep using these little mines everywhere for the Megabase, and they'll just be completely over the top. Yeah, look at how much productivity we got. 530%. So suddenly, like at the start of this video, the last video, all of these were falling over. Now suddenly, it's just like, boom. We got more resources than we know what to do with. This one... I haven't replaced any of the old mines with like stuff, but we got stars everywhere now. Coal is still a massive problem. Yeah, coal is still a massive problem. I mean, we got insane amount of productivity, but this is using. Maybe I'll go over and replace. I'll need a new coal mine. We definitely need. I need to go and find a big old coal deposit, put some big mining drills on it, and tap it. Okay, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to start tapping that one right now. Tappity, tap, tap, tap. Actually, let's start sending the bots over. So, one bot over there, two bots over there. Would I actually stretch a rail line over in that direction? I feel like I do. I feel like I actually want to stretch a rail line over in that direction. Let's put it right here. Try and match up. Okay, get over there. We can do all of this remotely now, actually. It's incredibly awesome. I don't even have to walk over there. But that is a big deposit. 8.8 million. We put some big mining drills on there. It's going to be incredibly awesome. These Spidertrons, though. I'm starting to regret getting rid of their extra set of legs for more inventory. Oh, look at that. We got 9.6 million coal right here. Oh, and we got 4.5 million coal right here. Oh, it's tempting. It's so tempting to just to just go nuts and just tap this directly and just use this. No, we can't. Because I've already said I want to move this entire thing over to here. But then again, I was going to do that because of resource. I'm not going to tap this. I still may move it over there. It'll make more sense for shipping the science back there for all this blah, 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 blah. And I mean, eventually these guys are still going to run out no matter how many prod modules and prod research we do. So yeah, I do not want to tap this on here. However, after I move this, then maybe I will tap these two normally. Yeah. Okay. What's our biggest base? That one's pretty big. Is it going to be big? Oh, there's another big coal over there. That one's pretty big. Okay, so there's a lot more coal than I thought there was. Come on, spider bots. Get over there. Okay, that's actually fits quite well. Whack it down. Yeah, that fits quite... This was actually a bit of a customized one for that copper deposit. But it fits quite well. So you can see there. It completely covers that corner. Completely covers that corner. Okay, we're good. We are very, very good. Alright. So, spider bots. Go over there. We're going to need... I wonder if I should start putting radars on my train lines, just like as standard. Just radars everywhere. I feel like it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay. Are we going to be able to get past the bots? Past the bugs here? I feel like that will be a thing. Oh, I hate when they stand on top of the power lines. It's very hard to see them. It's just like a sort of scenery at this point, just like a tourist attraction. Here we can see the biter, the natives just sort of chilling out. Okay, let's... Oh, I'm over here. Let's get a coal deposit. I always like to just copy these guys because then you get the station name by default. Alrighty. Number 2, Spidertron number 2. Get over there, build that. Build that coal thing. Now we got 4 belts coming in. So, oh my god, this one's still using red belts. Can you believe it? We need an upgrade planner. Still using red belts. That's how old that coal deposit is. Okay. Red. I don't want to just use the native upgrade planner because what it does is it converts the green inserters over to white inserters, and I don't want to do that. I don't mind upgrading these inserters to be green, the blue ones into green, but I do not want to upgrade the green ones into white. Because I don't actually know if these Spidertrons have white inserters. No, they don't. But anyway, there's really no point to use those. They might get a little bit more throughput, but whatever. Okay, so that's the only coal in this area. We got a janky little radar outpost over there. You can actually delete that because we've got a radar here as part of this build, so that's fine. I hate building those little towers too close to each other. Okay, and then should power that guy on. And then we just need a E28 balancer. Oh, what the hell? I forgot about that belt. Okay. Technically, we need a 5 to 8 belt balancer. That's a little bit more complicated, but thanks to my magical book of blueprints, which I swiped off the internet, probably like 5 or 6 years ago, to be honest. And I've just never looked back. I just keep using it because it continues to be amazing and beautiful. The only downside of this blueprint book is that everything is in blue, which makes it a little bit annoying for the early game. So I usually have a little upgrade planner in my inventory that converts blue belts to yellow or blue belts to red. And then what I do is I plant down one of these blueprints from the blueprint builder and then I just plant down my upgrade thing, which converts it into yellow or into red. And that's how I take care of it. Okay, you go there, and you go there. It always makes me a little nervous setting up this first set because I don't have all the belts set up perfectly. And what that means is that you've got end up with more resources in the back cargo wagons than you do in the front cargo wagons, which means that at the exact point that this becomes ready and says, I've got enough resources, it only has enough resources in the back, which is a little bit offset. Realistically, though, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's enough. It's more than enough. And by the time the train gets there, it's going to be filled up anyway. So let's have a look at our trains for Mr. Cole. We got 4 trains. I wouldn't mind having a few more, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like we need a few more. Let's go over and make some more. I could actually make them remotely. I think I can make them. I haven't tried this before. Are you gonna? You are gonna snap. Okay, you're beautiful, 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 beautiful. And we just need. I used to have blueprints to make these things remotely, but yeah. Oh, I can't set the schedule before it's been created. That's annoying. I would, because you can set the, you can put an assembler down and set the recipe before it's been created, but you can't set the schedule on a train before it's been created. That's slightly annoying. Okay, well, you are going to be a coal train. We'll create 2 more coal trains. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, 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 you piece of crap. Okay, that was not good. You go back to... where are you going to go? You go to waiting. Get the hell off the main line. Go to waiting and just wait there, okay? Stupid bloody train. Can you believe it did that? Okay. Delete this, please. Okay, this... I'm just going to put this in waiting. I'm just going to let it sit there. Sit there. Sit in the corner like the dodgy train you are. You're left without the rest of your cargo wagon. Absolutely terrible behavior. Absolutely terrible. Okay, manual. Go into manual. All right. Let's try that again, but this time without the dodgy train behavior. Okay. We won't set the schedule before the cargo wagons have actually been created. We have learned our lesson. Okay, coal. I don't actually know how it went automatic. I didn't click automatic. I just clicked coal, and for some reason it just automatically went automatic. Very annoying. Okay. I got some trains in my back pocket, some cargo wagons in my back pocket. Yes. So yeah, somehow we've got like an interdimensional rift in our back pocket, but we still have to do all sorts of weird things. Okay. You are now good. You can now go off and do things. What are these trains doing? Copper ore. Copper ore. I think they're just because the existing copper ore stations are just so full because we're just using so little copper. Yellow science is where copper is needed incredibly highly. Having said that, what are we at? Oh, we're over 10,000 again. We are starting to get back in the game. 3.7, 3.8k. This mining productivity is going gangbusters. And coal should now be taken care of a bit. That's up to 6. That's up to 6, which is good. So the biggest problem now is that it's quite far away from the base, and it takes trains quite a bit of time to get over there. Actually, our biggest problem now is the waiting queue. You know what? I'm going to fix the waiting queue right now. Because it's just annoying me so much. So, T intersection, Put it down here. This is not actually fixing it. I'm going to be completely honest. This is just sort of moving the problem a little bit. Okay. We definitely need another solution. Yeah, I really don't know if this is going to fix it. Or... okay. We almost need a waiting queue to get out of the waiting queue. No, it's not going to do that. Let's not do dodgy things like that. Whoa, okay. I'm still a little bit paranoid, even though I know I could technically stand in the middle of the train line and not have a problem. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, this is really not fixing the problem. It's giving it a little bit more time, and it's sending the trains out to a little bit of a quieter area where they can more easily get back on and nothing's going to worry them. It means they take a little bit more time to get out there, which is fine. So hopefully that means it is just the problem with so many trains just being... But yeah, I really need a... What are you doing? You're in the first lane. I can't actually send it to any of those stations. All chockers. They're just all completely chockers. What I think we might start doing is when we actually get these little coal deposits and these little stone deposits, they're producing so many minerals, it's not even funny, and they're all just completely green. I might just start using these stations, these proper stations, just with like 1 or 2 at the end of them and a whole bunch of waiting bays. And then we will not need the waiting because they'll go over. And what we can say is that, okay, this is my big coal thing, copper thing, and we just have the, I don't know. As long as we got enough resources, it should be fine. When we don't have enough resources, then things start falling over. But there's got to be a smarter way of doing it rather than a waiting bay. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. All right, well, we have we actually fixed up? I mean, with all this mining... Oh, look at that. That is a wacky little graph. I mean, it's producing some things funny. All right, purple production science. Let's actually have a look at purple, because I feel like all the resources are done. So we should just be good. Okay, red is gone. No, that's red science. Where's purple? Purple is green. That's not confusing at all. What is your problem at the moment? You don't really have one. The furnaces are going a little bit slow, but their resources for the furnaces are all going fine. Kind of. I mean, if we have a look at purple science, we need 4.5 belts. And we're definitely sending that down. We got a little bit of gaps on here, but yeah, 4.5. So these little bit of gaps, they should be, it's not a big deal. I mean, some of these aren't running. That is a problem. So this is, it looks, it's healthier, but it's not as healthy as I would like. How many trains do we have for stone? 6. Yeah, that waiting bay is just killing us right now. I mean, we could add more trains to get around it, but no, it's just killing us. Having said that, basically the trains go down here, unload, go over here, do a loop, go up here, load up, and then go back down here. So it's kind of weird. It shouldn't take too much out, but obviously it's having an impact. Yeah, it's look, we got this running out, and we got, so either, maybe we just need more stones regardless. Oh my god, I just ran across the line, but it's all good. Let's add a couple more trains, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, I think fixing up that waiting area is going to be a big deal. Or maybe we just get rid of that waiting condition. Maybe we just do it. And we see, I think what I want to do is I want to set up a lot of these things to have an actual waiting area. And then what we do is we fix up these to say, yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. If we've got enough resources, then they should be fine, but maybe we'll say L+2 or something like that. So there's an extra couple of trains in there. But yeah, you know what? This waiting area is just killing me. We will leave the waiting area. Okay. We'll get rid of, I'm just going to get rid of the waiting area for all of these trains. All of them. Just boom. No more waiting area for all of them. And then maybe we'll watch it for a little bit. So copper ore. No more waiting area. Fluoroketone. Please, I don't have a waiting area for that. Fusion power cells, I'm not going to have it. Do I have one for green signs? I don't think I have any for the... Did I have one for blue signs? No. I had one for calcite for some reason. I'm not sure why. Iron ore. Waiting. Yeah, so I think we can get rid of the waiting area, but we just need more areas in the load stations for the trains to wait. And I think that's going to be the big thing. Waiting. Okay. We have deadlocked the entire system. What were you doing? You were doing stone, weren't you? We've managed to deadlock the entire system. No, it freed up. It freed up. It was not a deadlock. Maybe one of these trains was waiting for refueling or something. This line is crazy now. Absolutely crazy. But now that we've turned off the waiting area, this line should hopefully just be a straight vroom vroom thing going on. But yeah, we got a lot of trains going down, and they're also going to this iron deposit as well, which makes it a bit painful. I think I've done this properly, this intersection. You should be able to have two trains going past at the same time. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a watch of it. Because I feel like maybe I haven't done it correctly. Okay, you're in there now. Okay, so that train still went past, so that's not a problem. That train, they both crossed each other at the same time. So I feel like that intersection is correct, because I did do it from scratch. Okay, so waiting area is now fine. We got a couple of copper trains, I think. If we have a look here, this train does leave. I'm a little bit worried about the copper trains, because I feel like the copper trains will just sit there. Because they just don't have enough space. Having said that, this one has a load. Well, it sets it up to a train limit of 3, so it's capped at 3. So yeah, those copper trains are just going to sit in the input station after it's done and not move anywhere. And since that one went in there, yeah, we've cleared a train out of there. So yeah, it's just going to sit there. It's not necessarily great. Okay. What I think I'm going to do off camera is we're going to replace a lot of these with something like this. because we're getting to the point with mining productivity where these will last for a very, very long time, and our mining productivity is only going to get higher. So I'm going to adapt. I think I'll probably just adapt this slightly so it can wait for as many trains as it wants to. So, I mean, it's going to have what is it? It's capped at 3. We'll cap that up to like 8 or something like that. We'll put that up to a maximum of 8. We'll adjust these little loopy stations to have enough space. This one's going to be interesting because there's not much space. We can do like what we can sort of do is we can send a line out, and then we have a line here, 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 and then they all go around and then come back in there. That should be nice and easy. And we could possibly just whack it straight on with very minimal sort of having to delete and redo stuff. But we got the Spidertrons for that if we need to. In terms of space, okay, this one we might have to redo a little bit. We haven't left ourselves much space there, but yeah. I feel like that's what we're going to do offline though, because this video has been going for quite a while and I do need to go to the loo because I've just done 2.5 hours of casting non-stop. But pretty much since waking up. Yeah, so need to go and take care of that particular problem. So that has been that, but I mean, our science productivity is going back up, and yeah, this stone, what is it? It always looks good. I mean, that's a 12K, that's a 14K, so they're not doing too bad. So, I mean, we can see the purple science is doing decent. Green is falling off a cliff because it's not used at the moment, because it's stalled because we're not using enough of it. Purple science on the other hand, yeah, green science, look how much it's, but purple science, it's at 4K. It's at 4K. It should be higher. It should be higher. Maybe it's still, that's the problem with these assemblers. Once they start spinning up, it takes so long for it to get back to 5K because we're not doing a 2-to-7 splitter. A 2-to-7 balancer. We're just doing this janky sort of offload, which means that this belt has to fully cache up before the rest of the belts start getting enough resources to run fully. Which is, it's a little bit jank. It is a little bit jank. Maybe I will fix that actually. But then again, it's only a problem that happens when our base is low on resources. So when we are no longer running out of resources, then it will no longer be a problem. And look at that, got down to 8K, got filled up immediately. This is 12K, and we got a train coming into it. That's nice. This one is we still got 13K resources, but that's starting to tick down. So this train is actually worrying me a little bit. Or we might actually have entered an infinite loop where a train that's full of resources. Yeah, because this train limit is 1. Well, eventually this train limit will reach 2 because we'll get down below, what is it? 25 minus 16 is, get below 9. This train limit will become 2. A train will come over, the train will wait, that train will free up. Oh, this is not good. Okay. You just get the hell out of here, all right? You get the hell out of here. I can't go to load. It can't go anywhere else. Go get some fuel, okay? Go get some fuel. Okay. Now we got a train. It's going from all the way other. All right. We gotta fix that. All right. We're gonna go fix that. Okay. Anyway, we're done for now. We've got tons of mining going on. Mining productivity is going through the roof, and we'll continue to spin that out into the hundreds, I'm guessing. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys later.